Hello friends, my name is Amy. Welcome to my channel about cross stitch. Today is Saturday the 18th, I think, and this is episode 5. I hope you enjoyed the little slideshow of the snow canyon to give you some idea what it's like here. My hair is a little fuzzy this morning. It's a little unruly, but I hope everybody had a good week. If you're new to my channel, this is a channel about cross stitch. If you're new to cross stitch, we have a community of Flosstubers who do videos and talk about our works in progress, which is our charts that we're stitching, and our weekly progress on finishing those. And we sometimes share finished projects that we've completed, and it's just a lot of fun to share our work with others who are interested in the cross stitching. So thank you for joining me today, and I just want to say thanks to all the new subscribers last week. This week we have a giveaway where I reached 100 subscribers last week, so excuse me, we'll be announcing the winner for that in this video. I have a couple of FFOs. They were finished this last week and I FFO'd them, so I'll be sharing those. And I just have one work in progress that I worked on last week, but I also have a new start. So thanks for joining me, and we'll just get right into it. This week was a good week, and I feel like I didn't get to stitch as much as I would like to, obviously. I don't think there's ever a time where I am just satisfied with the amount of time that I get to stitch. A lot of times I usually wait until evening to stitch because that's when everything's calmed down. Everybody's getting ready for bed. And I usually stay up till actually 1:30, about 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning is when I go to sleep, when I finally go to bed. I would stay up probably later than that, but my eyes start shutting too, so I can't stitch. And I know me, if I try to stitch when I'm tired, the next day when I stitch, I will have to take out some of the work. So, anyway, that was kind of a rabbit hole. I didn't get to stitch as much as I'd like to this week, but I did get some stitching done. One of the things that I worked on this week is Christmas Hair by, I think it's Barbara Anna Designs. And it was this one, and I had shared that I'd purchased this pattern a few weeks ago, and I was able to start that this week. And I was able to almost finish it. I still have a little bit more to go. It was a lot of fun. I love the little, I don't know what it is about houses and like Santa's flying over the town, but I really like that. But stitching this on 32 count Sea Lily by Witch Out. I love this fabric, you guys. This is wonderful fabric. And it looks, and it's the called for linen. I ordered it from 123 Stitch. Always happy with my orders from 123 Stitch. But the fabric on here looks a little bit bluer color. So I'm happy that it's more of like a greenish color, but the rabbit has his little markings there. And let's see, is there, yeah, I still have to put he has a little rein that he holds onto, and probably a hand too, yeah. So I still need to stitch his hand and the rein that he's holding onto, but really fun stitch. Didn't take long. Like I said, I didn't get to stitch as much as I would like to this week. So I would say a couple of days stitching, and I was able to get that much done. So it's a really fun stitch, you guys. I think this would make a great gift. How I'm going to finish it, I'll probably put it in a frame that will fit it. I think I'm supposed to share my FFOs first. So you guys, thank you for all your suggestions and all your encouragement on finishing my Prairie School Santas. So I was just looking around and seeing how everyone else was finishing their Prairie School Santas, the small ones. Most people are doing them as Christmas ornaments, and they were just sewing them and stuffing them. So I decided that I would just, I would finish them and stuff them with walnut shells. So it's just a simple finish. And so this is the green one, the green Santa, coat Santa, and this is the yellow one. And I did it with the same fabric. I love this fabric. It coordinates with so many different colors. And I stuffed them pretty full. And here's that one. And I think I stitched this on 32 count natural raw. It's the stiffer linen. And I'll tell you why I decided, and I love them. I love these. But I'll tell you why I decided to finish them this way is because I was going to go ahead and move forward with putting them in a frame and stacking the three on top of each other. And so I had found these frames at a thrift store, practically brand new, and there was 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3. But I think these are 4 by 6. Yeah. And so I didn't measure the Santas before I went to the thrift store. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even thinking about it when I was at the thrift store, but I happened to go through the frames and I saw these and I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if these would fit, if these would work for my Santas. So I purchased them. I think I paid $1 for them, you guys. Brand new, practically brand new. And so when I got them home, I tried to fit my Santas in there. And you can see it was way too big. I researched online, and so a frame that these would have fit in would have been I think a 4 by 4 or a 3.5 by 4. And they do have frames that size. They're like $15, $20 a piece. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to finish them the way most people finish their Prairie School Santas. And next time, I'm going to still do the Prairie School or Santas and put them in the frames. But I'm going to do a stitch count that's large enough that they will fit. They will fit in these. So, and it would look like this. So that's a long story, but that's what happened. And I'm happy. I'm happy with the way they turned out. So, do I stitch the rest of them so I have the whole set? Maybe. Well, I'm gonna put these here, just like that. I love it. They add to the Christmas spirit, and yeah, very fun. My first Prairie School Santas. You guys apologize about my hair. Oh my goodness. The other FFO I have is the Hello Winter. I laughed at myself when I was editing my video last week because, like, I'm not sure what the name of this pattern is, and it's Hello Winter. I even stitched it. But this is by I know the name of it. Oh my gosh. Plum Street Samplers. But I just decided to finish it on a board and put the ribbon just like it is in the pattern. and I just put cardstock on the back. I could probably write on the back when I stitched it and all that good stuff. So, and it will just hang on the wall like that. It would actually make a nice Christmas ornament too on a larger tree. So, or even a smaller tree. But I just love this. I put a little bit of quilt batting underneath it. Yeah, so I went ahead and I FFO'd that this week. And I'll just sit that there. And is that everything? I had a start this week. So I don't know if you guys saw the video, but it was about 3 or 4 videos ago. It may have even been on my other channel. I had shared my Mirabilia. You guys, I've had this pattern probably from the beginning, from when I first started stitching, which was a couple of years ago. And I just fell in love with this pattern. But I put it to the side because I don't know. I think I was looking for the perfect fabric for it. And maybe a little intimidated too. So I went ahead and I started it this week. Let's see. Yeah, this is the top. So I put it on my frame. I used the Affogato linen that I shared last week because it has these hints of green in it. That's what I wanted. I wanted like a marble. I didn't want to just put it on the plain linen. I wanted something that was marbled. And so I was looking at my linen that I purchased, that I got last week. And the Affogato linen, 32 count, I think, is going to be beautiful. But this is my start. And all of this was a learning experience. I learned how to, first of all, I learned how to use this frame. So first I was able to get my linen attached, but I was doing it upside down and on the back of the fabric. So then I realized I've got to turn this frame around and I need to stitch where the fabric's on the inside. So yeah, it took me a little while. Plus I'm doing it with DMC. I've got them all in here. And it calls for Krynic floss. And so I'm going to use the DMC metallic. So it calls for these colors in Krynic. And so I'm going to do it in the DMC metallic colors. I do have the beads. I purchased the beads when I purchased the pattern. I just added those to the cart. But yeah, those are all the different colors in her. There was a few, oh my gosh, the floss, the floss bin at Joann's looked like a cyclone hit it. That was hardly anything there. And there were colors mixed in with the other colors. And I was like, oh my gosh. But you know, shopping at Joann's was not as bad this year as, say, a couple of years ago when the line was all the way to the back of the store. I just couldn't imagine. Oh, I won't stand in line that long. I will ask myself, is this something that I can wait on? But I was able to get the majority of the flosses. I just have like 4 more to get for that. But I'm so happy. I finally started it. And I started in the center. I usually like to start at the bottom or in a top left corner. But because I'm using this frame for the first time, I was like, I better make sure that I get this right. So, because I don't want to do all that stitching and then find out that there's not enough room at the top to finish it. So I started in the center. I did my fabric measurements and everything according to the pattern. And so it should be good. What I could do is I could take it off the frame and make sure that I'm getting the measurements right, which would probably be a good idea. But I unrolled it. I measured from the top of the linen to the bottom of the linen, the portrait. And then I divided that in half, and that was my center point. As a matter of fact, you'll probably see I put a little line right there on the edge to mark the center. And then I just kind of eyeballed the center because the pattern shows you, it has a little arrow where the center, it doesn't show the center arrow going this way, but it does show it going this way. So I'm almost sure I'm good, because I did my count and everything based on the pattern, and I trust that that's going to be fine. I also this week I did so a lot of times I made a tree skirt this week, my very first tree skirt, and I had some fabric that I had left over for making some bags for my shop, and I absolutely love this fabric. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna make a tree skirt, because for some reason every year I can't find my tree skirt. So I was like, well, I need to make one. If I sew, I should make one. And so I did that, and I'll share a photo of it here. And I also spent time this week making Christmas stockings for my family. That was a lot of fun. I found a great pattern and tutorial online. Excuse me. I had purchased a pattern, I think a Nicoles pattern, years ago. And they were really cute Christmas stockings. They had like the curly toe. But I don't know where that pattern's at. And I'm not sure what happened to those Christmas stockings. This was when my kids were little. Being in the military and moving like every 5 years, we lost a lot of stuff. But I was able to find a tutorial online. I'll share the link to the tutorial in the description below. But I made 6 Christmas stockings, I think, Wednesday. And I was able to put their names on them. And I even made myself one out of some fabric that I absolutely love. But a lot of times I have a lot of scraps left over. And because Christmas fabric is unique to the season, a lot of times that fabric just sits around all year, and really not enough left of it to make a full project bag. I've even thought, I could make like needle books out of the leftover fabric, but I usually have a lot of pretty good sized piece of fabric left over after making bags. So what I did is I decided that I've been wanting to make a 9-patch quilt. And so yesterday I set out, I just cut some of the Christmas fabric I have left over into 4.5-inch squares, and I just started a 9-patch quilt. And I was able to cut this out and get this much of it done yesterday within like a couple of hours. These are 12-inch blocks. So you make a block with the 5. I always say it looks like the Purina, the Purina square or whatever. But you have the 4 squares, colored squares in the corners. And then you make one with the white squares in the corner. And then that just kind of makes it like a scrappy 9-patch. And yeah, so didn't plan the colors or anything. I just kind of threw them together as they came up. And I'm loving it, you guys. I love these style quilts. I've always loved the 9-patch. I think there's an Irish chain quilt that a lot of people make that I think it uses the 9-patch. It's such a versatile quilt block pattern. So I'm looking forward to getting that one together. It's probably just going to be a lap throw. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything I did this week. I know last week I got the booster shot last week. Yeah, so I hope everybody, you guys, it's Christmas. I'm actually going to do a video on Christmas Day because Christmas Day is next Saturday. Yeah, so I will probably do a video. I will probably do a Flosstube. If I don't, if it ends up being a pretty busy day, and I don't do a video, I want to wish everybody happy holidays. I hope you have a wonderful week that's coming up. Get some good stitching time in. I hope you stay well and that you be safe. And I want to thank again everyone that I forgot to do the giveaway. Okay, let's go ahead and put that for the winner for the giveaway last week. It just dawned on me, oh my gosh, I'm already ending my video and I haven't even done the giveaway yet. So let's do that here. Hello everyone, it is time to pick a winner for our giveaway bag from last week's video. I have the URL in the box, and we're going to include replies to comments and also filter comments based on the specific text of Valentine's. So we're going to go ahead and grab our comments. We have 10 commenters, so all we need to do now is start our raffle. Good luck, everybody. DO2 Moon, congratulations, you are the winner of the giveaway bag for reaching 100 subscribers. DO2 Moon says, hi, stay warm there. The Valentine's bag is great. I did the Hello Winter chart too, and it really is one of my favorites. Not too plain and not too overly done. I like the Santas at the wooden frame. Finishes like that are different and eye-catching. I agree. Plus, who doesn't want to see 4 cute stitch Santas? But the other layout options sounds nice too. Happy Christmas time. Thank you so much, DO2 Moon. Happy holidays to you and your family. And if you will, send your information to me and the email in the description box below, and I will get that bag out to you right away. Thanks to everybody for participating, and we will get back to our regular video. Thanks. Congratulations, DO2 Moon. So sorry. So sorry about that. I completely forgot about it. But if you will send me your information to the email in the description below, my email has changed, and I will get that in the mail to you right away. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and I may see you again next weekend. Yeah, so, okay, happy holidays. Okay, see you next week. See ya.